Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Hollywood Sports again. Right now, I'm going to bring you some online ranked match with NBA 2K13. I don't play a lot of online ranked matches. You'll probably see how I play this game, but I'm trying to get into some online ranked matches just to have some fun. It's not about winning and losing right now, but I'm just having some fun right now. You know, I haven't really tried it, so I want to give it a try. So I'm bringing it to you live.
You know, they've looked a bit lost out there lately. I mean, they don't seem to be playing with a lot of purpose and focus. And
too bad I won't be able to play with my Seattle Supersonics since they lost the battle against the Sacramento Kings. I guess they're going to just stay in Sacramento. They're going to have to wait for another team or franchise expansion. But let's get into this game. Again, welcome to Hollywood Sports.
And I think things will turn, but it's going to take some work.
And now the opening lineup for Boston.
I don't know all the online tricks and everything, but I'm just having fun, like I said.
There with Avery Bradley, and it's Green in at the 3 spot.
Y'all know I'm a simulation player.
Weston Hibbert are up front. George Hill out there with Lance Stevenson.
All right, get the back boys. Get the board, Garnett. Run it, baby.
Pacers head coach Frank Vogel took over
Pull
the
it up,
team on
Pierce.
an interim basis 2 seasons ago, and the move immediately
So I got to get used to playing online.
They finished strong
and the shot releases and everything.
Competitive first-round series with the Bulls, and that led to him being hired full-time. And looks to me like he's going to have a long tenure with Indiana.
Now here is George.
Oh,
the miss by
good
Paul.
miss.
Now Bradley, averaging 9 points per contest. Garnett covered by Hibbert. Garnett backing down. Back to Bradley.
I didn't mean to throw that to him. I wanted to throw that past to Pierce.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Well, Coach Vogel, the second youngest coach, Steve, in the NBA. He's been working in the NBA for 15 years prior to becoming a head coach in various capacities.
Yeah, started out as a video coordinator, spent some time as a scout, also as an assistant coach. So Frank Vogel, a little bit like Lawrence Frank, somebody who had to work his way up from a non-NBA background.
Good shot, Green.
Has done it the hard way, but has been very successful. Really done a nice job for this Pacers club.
And they get the first bucket of the game there. And I think it's going to be a good one.
Stevenson kicks to Hibbert. From 10 feet out. Whoa! Good. Hibbert! Just over a minute and a half played here in this one.
You know, the Pacers had that 4 or 5 year stretch where things went south after that brawl in the Palace.
Good screen, good screen.
But if you look at their team now, the last couple of years, they've really built a young
that left hand
and
scoop.
it's paid off. They're becoming one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference. That's how you exploit that defense. Take the ball right to the basket.
George passes to Stevenson. Outside Hill. Shoots over Bradley. Hill.
Good job, KG.
And Steve, you're right about Clark. If you're a Pacer fan, you have to like the direction this team is headed. A lot of talent, Clark, in a lot of spots.
Well, keeping all that talent will be a concern at some point, but right now they are young and have depth, so you can't ask for much more if you're a fan of the team. A lot of promise looking ahead.
Pierce.
We're on the road, baby. Playing in Indiana.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 from the floor, so a good start for this club.
Now it's send it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
Yes, Kevin, he said he doesn't
Come
want
on,
to
baby.
see
Box
their
out,
offense
box
fall
out.
into bad habits and get stagnant. He said as long as we keep moving without the ball and don't stand around watching the paint dry, we'll be able to put up points. Let's see if they can keep their legs moving here tonight, guys.
Doris, thank you. And not surprising that shooting the ball well, an aspect of the game Coach wants his team to adhere to.
Well, everybody always wants to shoot the ball.
Way to shoot it,
Kevin.
Chris.
I mean,
Way to
that's pretty
shoot.
obvious. The key is getting yourself in position to do so. You got to move the ball, move your body, make sharp cuts, set good screens.
Well, Steve, you've just laid out how you need to get to good shots and the importance of good shot selection. It's really essential to being able to play a balanced game and an effective game.
How about Paul George?
While he's pausing the game, I'm sitting here watching the Mariners play the Texas Rangers. The score is tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 13th. So they're going extra innings right now. There's one out. Bottom of the 13th. Mariners at bat.
He got into the NBA. He's grown a couple.
Just give you a little sporting update in case you're not watching. You probably don't care about the Seattle Mariners or the Texas Rangers. But just letting you know anyway.
Anybody on the court.
Kendrick Morales just hit a double.
And Paul George taken with the 11th pick in the 2010 NBA draft.
That's what you get on Hollywood Sports. You get all kind of things going on.
Class, you think if they did it over, he'd go higher?
I don't know if he would or not, but I'm certainly glad he fell where he did to number 10 and for the Indiana Pacers, because I think he's got a chance to be a star. At both ends of the floor, it's a matter of commitment to the extra work and keeping his feet on the ground, staying humble and hungry. If he does that, the kid's got a chance to be a special player.
Now, here's Green, averaging 13 points a contest.
Battle.
Get it to go.
You didn't get the rebound, but you battled, baby.
Celtics,
Stop the run.
To New York. From Dean George. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine.
Good shot.
Well, he can shoot the three. We know that. But I'm not sure that he does. And they weren't anywhere near him on that possession.
Courtney Lee is on the wing. 55 seconds left in the first.
Oh.
6 to shoot.
Bad pass.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take the ball. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look at Boston. And, of course, there's the Celtics, tied up with them. The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway.
And I thought their preferred weapon
in
that
man,
game
box
was
out.
the three-point shot, Clark. They really used it well.
Steve, it looked like that was the plan coming into the game, and obviously it was the right one and well executed.
Now we're getting used to seeing him hit those shots, aren't we?
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Hansbrough against Green. Over Hansbrough. Boston, no good that time either. Augustine dishes to George. And again, it's Indiana.
Nice slash to the lane.
Terry outside. Shot to stop the
Oh,
run.
yeah, way to bang it.
And it's good. Terry's got his first 3 points of the game. Gets it off. No good on the buzzer beater. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Pacers lead by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far.
Second quarter.
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter, really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
Oh.
We've got Green, West out there with Tyler Hansbrough. Then it's Lance Stevenson, and it's Hill in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
Now they've settled into a pretty nice groove here offensively in the second quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they picked up the pace shooting the ball. I mean, the field goal percentage upwards of 50% now.
Outside, Pierce. Kicks it to Crawford. Shot clock at 5. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
You know, throughout the history of the NBA, the Celtics have been such a constant presence in the postseason that it's hard to imagine the playoffs without seeing the green. Every year the players change, but the Celtics' mystique is always in it, and that team is always hanging around.
Hill against Bradley. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul.
Come on, baby. Let's
so
get up.
An entirely new group in now for Indiana. Roy Hibbert's checked in for West. Pendergraph comes in for Tyler Hansbrough. Paul George, he's checked in for Green. And DJ Augustine subbed in for George Hill. And
way to get in front of that pass, KG.
Brandon Bass is checked in for Green. Lee comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Terry in for Jordan Crawford. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter.
Cut.
Lee outside. Over George.
Good board, Bass. Put it back up.
Bass.
Ah, bad shot.
No good that time either. Pacers leading by 5. Here's Augustine. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett.
Good board, KG. Run it. Push
really
it.
The mark of a great franchise. Boston expects things from the Celtics.
Come on, ref. Give me a foul, baby.
And more often than not, Steve, they deliver.
Yeah, you don't get all those banners that they have in that building without executing in the postseason. That's what this Celtic team has done the last few years. They play together. They defend, and they're at their best when their best is needed.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. Right side, Lee. Over George. Boston again missing.
Won't give me no fouls.
Out there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
Way to help out, KG. Oh.
Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the Jays.
Well, I like that he's come up with some big baskets for this team to help him out in getting this lead.
Bradley kicks to Terry. Passes to Garnett.
Oh, nice double team.
Now the Pacers moving it up. Outside, George. Wide open look. Rebound, Boston.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
One of the great jump shooters in this
league,
Jason.
Come on, ref, give me a foul, man.
Accurate,
hacking me up all inside.
Or pick you apart from the foul line area, and most effective going right. When he gets the ball one dribble to his right hand, he's as good as anybody in the league.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana.
Oh, I think the Mariners just won.
He's checked in for Hibbert.
Jason Bay with the winning base hit.
For Jeff Pendergraph. Green, he's checked in for George. And George Hills subbed in for Augustine.
Oh.
The Celtics also changing it up. Jeff Green is checked in for Bass. Pierce comes in for Courtney Lee. And Jordan Crawford is subbed in for Avery Bradley. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. And Terry, of course, a great scorer. His defense, on the other hand, probably a little bit below average.
Yeah, he's getting up there in age, and he's never been a stalwart defensively. It's a lot tougher as you get older to stay in front of people, but it's definitely his offense that gives him tremendous value.
Well, small forwards that can rebound the ball, such an asset to any team in the NBA. With now a look at the top rebounding wingmen. Fifth best, Paul Pierce.
Maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there, mix it up, and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
Yeah, you mentioned their lack of size and strength compared to the post players around the NBA, but I've always found that the best rebounders usually aren't the biggest guys. They're the most tenacious, and they have excellent timing and the ability to get off their feet.
Good board, Green.
Times quicker than their opponent.
What a battle.
Green,
you got to make the shot.
Here's Indiana. It's been 8 unanswered points for him.
Oh.
Hansbrough, that's good. 56 seconds left in the second quarter. Crawford passes to Bradley. There's the dish to Garnett. The rebound by Hansbrough. Hansbrough's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And that rebound pushes their margin to +5 on the board. Solid job on the glass.
Well, it's just part of what they've done here to build this big lead. It shouldn't be overlooked. I mean, rebounding is a huge part of this game.
Don't let him come in that paint. Let it hack him up.
The Pacers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, it's been an average year at the line for them so far this year, shooting about 75%.
Their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Time to go on a run. It's time to go on a run.
The changes now for Indiana. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Hansbrough. Paul George comes in for Green, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Lance Stevenson. Then for the Celtics, Brandon Bass is checked in.
Triple
for
team,
Garnett.
no foul.
Lee comes in for Jordan Crawford. And it's
Can't
Tyrion.
foul bucket.
They're losing their composure a little bit.
Must be the way I'm releasing the ball.
Yeah, they are.
Like I said, I got to learn this online gameplay
here to stop this run.
And that concludes the first half. Pacers out in front. They lead by 14.
The Celtics.
Folks, stick around here at halftime.
We can make a run at it. We can make a run at it. Paul George, 14 points. We're only shooting 26% from the field.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get
Not
going
good
here
numbers there.
in what has been so far a runaway game. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, the points have really come in bunches for him so far, and not
All
really.
right, baby,
a
it's time to go on a
surprise
run. Let's go.
because, you know exactly what he can do.
Well, he's been in the groove all game long, Steve, and not too many hiccups in regards to his shooting, but we also have come to expect this.
There you go. Good drive.
We're not surprised by it.
About time we got a foul call.
For the Celtics. Pass and KG, the big ticket, patrol the inside. Avery Bradley is out there with Pierce, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. The Celtics shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Kevin, his defensive abilities really set him apart. I think he's one of the league's best defenders.
You know, the saying goes that great defense beats great offense, but great defense is more consistent. That shooting touch can come and go, but he's not going anywhere. You know, the Pacers as a franchise had a slow start when they joined the NBA in the mid-'70s, but from the 90s until today, Kevin, they've been a pretty consistent presence in the playoffs.
Shot clock at 6. Hibbert.
Way to go, basketball.
Misses
Push it, baby.
with the tough
Push it.
leaning jump shot. Over Hill.
Bang, bang,
And
bang,
Green
bang.
Gets it to go.
Time to
Pacers
go on a
leading
run.
by 11. Yeah, you're right, Clark. Some great teams those Pacers had in the 90s. Still, the team is looking for the first title, Steve, in the NBA. They have won it.
Had multiple ABA titles.
Exactly. Good point. And Steve, they're trying to do it now.
We're going to have to go zone, slow these guys up. We got to get back in
Just
this
haven't been
game.
able to get over the hump. A little bit like the Phoenix Suns in the West. You know, two franchises that have been very, very good, but just haven't been able to win the big one.
Offensive rebound.
Oh, look at Brandon Bass.
And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call.
About time they call us some fouls in here.
It's going to be on David West.
Packing us up in
The
the tank.
Celtics shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
The first free throw is good.
Good shot,
And so
Bass.
Bass.
Good
nails
shot,
both.
baby.
Well, it's hard for me to believe this, that Doc Rivers, guys, is in his 14th season as an NBA head coach. We banged heads against each other between the lines way back in the day on the hardwood. He's already coached 14 years. Top 20 all-time.
All right, let's go
in playoff
1-3-1.
wins is Doc. He won Coach of the Year back in 2000. His first season as a head coach. And
Get it.
for those who may
Run it,
not
baby.
know, was
Take
also
it.
an outstanding commentator before.
There we go.
taking
There we
the
go.
reins on the sideline. So well-versed in the world of basketball is Doc Rivers.
We got to win with defense. Let's go.
Defense there, leading to those points.
That's exactly what they'll do to you, Steve. They will
Good block,
pounce on
KG.
your mistakes.
And Clark, you were talking about Doc
trying to
Rivers.
penetrate the
You mentioned
paint.
that Coach of the Year award. Not bad for a guy who didn't really have any coaching experience as an assistant. He went straight from the broadcast booth right into the fire, and he got it done right away.
And that one falls for Stevenson. That one misses.
Well, there are quite a few stars who can lay claim to the title right now, but for you guys, who ranks as the true king of slam in the NBA right now? I know for me it's got to be Blake Griffin. The dunks he had this past season were just off the charts.
Pacers leading by 10. He dishes it to George. And he draws body contact. Looked like a
blocking. That should have been a charge foul, ref.
So he'll head to the free throw line. Well, Steve, to answer the question,
come barreling into the lane.
I might have to go with Blake Griffin, but only on, the acrobatic circus-like feel it gives all of his dunks, the incredible torque that he musters up to throw that thing down and do it with such a
living at the foul line right now.
But that's not saying that I think he's on his way to superstardom. I think there are a lot of parts of his game he's got to work on, and work on a lot. But in terms of just his slam dunk, that probably stands out, and Blake would be up top of my list.
Yeah, Kevin, you make a great point. I mean, no question Blake Griffin is the best dunker in the game, but until he develops that consistent jump shot, he can get to the point like Karl Malone did, where he can turn and shoot over the top of people. He's not going to be a complete player. He's already a great player, but to become a superstar, he needs to expand his game.
So how many of you guys out there think because of the EA Sports Ignite engine, are they going to make a lot better game than 2K right now? Or is 2K basketball going to have an engine also for their next generation game?
Most of those guys can take matters into their own hands if they need to. But like you pointed out, Steve, that's not their MO. That's not how they want to roll. They want all 5 players on the floor to be involved in the offense, and that's what they want to facilitate.
My cat in here making all kind of noise.
Avery Bradley coming out of high school.
Give me a block.
An elite prospect, an All-American. He didn't really dominate in his only year at Jackson and hurt his ankle prior to the 2011 draft workouts. That caused him to fall to the Celtics late.
We're only down by 11, babe. We got to get it together. Let's go.
From the line, and again, it's Boston converting.
Well, none of the defenders were quick enough to step out and get a hand in his face on that jump shot. Big mistake there.
George against Green.
Oh, Green, he got you falling on the floor.
19 points here for George. And the Celtics really like the athleticism and great perimeter defense they saw, Stephen, in Bradley.
Come on, Garnett. Get the ball out, baby. Let's go.
On-ball defenders in the NBA.
No question. But what I like about him, Kevin, is that he improved his offensive game dramatically last season. As a great weak side cutter.
Stop the ball.
Really
Stop the ball.
His way to the basket for easy layups.
Oh!
Improved as well.
And hands, bro.
We're getting the butt spanking right now.
What a play. No regular dunk there. A superb alley-oop.
And it was a great pass, too, to set him up.
No, those two have such a great feel for each other. They're just fun to watch play together.
Oh, man. Give me some reaching fouls or something.
Possession.
Let's see where the Pacers are, Kevin, in terms of the NBA rankings right now. First in rebounding, 4th in blocks. And when we look at the free throw shooting numbers, not very strong. Top 20 in the league. That begs for improvement.
And probably what impresses me the most, Clark, out of all those stats you're talking about is the rebounds per game, because this is a team that has become very physical. They'll put a body on you, and they'll really dominate the paint if you don't stand up to the task and really attack them back. They're just getting better offensively as the game goes along, making good choices and getting high percentage shots.
And they're playing hard and playing smart too, Steve. They've just been very, very good.
They double him with George. Hill. And we're going to have a jump.
Come on, ref. Give me some fouls. All kind of reaching.
And here are the Pacers now. Pacers leading by 13. He kicks it to Stevenson. Over Bass. Stevenson can't hit. The Celtics have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Pass dishes to Bradley. There's the pass to Garnett.
Good spin move.
And out of bounds as the Pacers.
Come on, ref. You're not calling any fouls.
19 seconds left in the third quarter. And Augustine kicks to George.
We got to zone it up right now. 2-3. Stay with him.
Green left side. Over Bass. And he's off on his first shot of the game. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Pacers lead by 13. And when...
Talk to him, Doc. Go 2-3, baby.
By 13. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter.
See, we get an automatic reach-in foul, just like that.
Out there with Lance
it must be the settings or something.
Roy Hibbert. Then there's Jeff Pendergraph, and it's George in at the small forward. Hibbert against Terry.
Take the ball.
Kicks to Stevenson. And the foul on Paul Pierce.
They call all fouls on
That's
us.
his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Hill. Outside, George. Straight up. No good.
Charging him coming into the paint.
The other way.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
That's good.
Come on, baby. We're only down by 11. Let's go.
Pierce.
Well, he's been scoring pretty well on just a few attempts. It might help them out if he was a bit more assertive.
Back to West. Over Garnett. And David West, the bucket on the assist by Hill. Hill's got 3 assists in the game. Bradley kicks to Terry.
All that reaching they doing.
To Bradley. Paul George with the steal. And here we go. Stevenson heading to the hoop. It's stolen by Bradley.
Don't get carried away with all that alley-oops going to
Garnett against West. And David West gets the whistle.
Call him foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game. DJ Augustine's checked in for George Hill. And a change for the Celtics. Brandon Bass is checked in for Kevin Garnett. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
West passes to Augustine. Over Bradley.
Oh, man.
Inside. Pass on him. Stevenson kicks to George. A three-pointer off the mark.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Green with the ball. George picks him up. Green, no luck. Pacers leading by 13. Stevenson kicks to Augustine. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Good
We're
work
getting
turning
blown
that
out.
into an easy 2-point.
Here in
He can attack
Indiana.
the rim as well as anybody.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they
They
need a
reaching.
basket just to
They won't
regain
get no
some
fouls
momentum here,
called
Kevin.
on them.
And Bradley gets it to go.
Timeout charges.
Bradley's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Augustine dishes to George. He feeds it to Augustine. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
Now you want to call it on me. No, that's 3 seconds on us. How was that 3 seconds? We was man on man.
One shot.
Oh.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
That's okay. I'm a rookie when it comes to online. That's okay. We're going to start playing a lot more online play.
Shot from the way.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
That one's good. George has got 22 points.
George is killing us.
Celtics trail by 16. Bradley with the ball. Here's Terry. Pacers with the rebound. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul.
Thank you. Thank you. He's been charging the whole game.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Dishes to Terry. Roy Hibbert with the rebound. Hibbert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Augustine against Terry. Hibbert the pass to Augustine. Augustine off the pick from West. The feed to Stevenson. Just 5 on the clock. Over Pierce. And out of bounds.
Good D.
The
Good
Celtics
D.
gain possession.
Talk to him, Doc.
A change here. Hill's checked in. Celtics also with a sub. Garnett's checked in. Bradley kicks to Garnett. From 15 feet away. That's good on the jump shot.
Now the defense just couldn't get a hand in his face. Couldn't challenge the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
Here's Hill.
Good block, Bass.
And the call will be against
Please call
George
him
Hill.
fouls.
That's foul number 2 for him.
This is a very interesting area, the topic of sleep science. We've talked about it before, and as the studies continue, the results just get more and more compelling. Researchers now say that athletes should get 9 to 10 hours of sleep a day. They say it improves reaction time, cognitive function, and releases natural growth hormones to improve recovery. So sleep in, young fellas, sleep in.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2
Well, they
shots
just
coming
call
up.
for everything.
You talk about the need for good sleep.
Barely touching the foul.
Players who got adequate sleep shot 9 percentage points better from 3-point range and from the free throw line. Steve, Clark, I'm looking at you guys. You could have had monster numbers.
Hey, I tried to tell my wife all those years when we were raising young kids, honey, I need 9 to 10 hours of sleep tonight. You've got to be the one to get up and feed them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Jeff Pendergrass checking in for Hibbert. Hansbrough comes in for David West. And it's Green in for Paul George. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're down by 15. There's 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Paul George, he's checked in for the Pacers. There's 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Can't buy a shot.
Again missing. The Pacers have gotten only 3 of
I'm
their
going to work on my
9
release
attempts
point.
to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Williams. No good on the 3. Pacers shooting just 30% from the field here in the 4th. And here's George for 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Yeah, looks like this one's out of reach.
Yep, just a matter of the clock running out now.
Now Hansbrough.
All right, everybody. Now remember to subscribe to Hollywood Sports. This game is coming to an end.
George, that's a 2-pointer.
But we had fun, though.
So no problem.
I'm going to start playing a lot more online ranked games, and I'm going to get better. But as always, everybody, until next time.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of the 2K Sports Group, thanks for being with us. This is Kevin Harlan, and once again, let's...